That is absolutely true. Look, I'm a guy, I've been on Rogan 5 or 6 times. It is absolutely true that they have this hermetically sealed right-wing bubble now, where the only way you get in is if you, oh, bro, the college kids are so woke, bro. Oh, Trump triggered the libs, bro. Oh, the media is lying again, bro. To pretend like that's not a thing. Of course it's a thing. Of course it's a thing. God bless people like Anthony Jeselnik, who roast the shit out of the Rogan sphere. Tim Heidegger. Heidegger? Is that? I think that's how I pronounce it. That guy too. Like, it's so funny too that this guy, he is the roast master. And apparently he can dish it and shit on everybody. But God forbid people point out something true about the Rogan sphere of comedians. It's, oh, bro, you guys are being so unfair, bro. Oh, my God, my feelings. Don't care about your feelings. Not in the slightest.
Being a Trumper isn't, what you're calling a Trumper isn't that crazy. I mean, he did win the popular vote.
That doesn't mean it's not crazy. That does not. Those two things are not. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So for those of you who don't know by now, Tony Hinchcliffe just appeared on the latest episode of Bill Maher's podcast, Club Random. And right away, you could tell Tony came in with only one goal, to impress Bill Maher. But the interview quickly went off the rails as Bill Maher realized that Tony's a hardcore Trump supporter.
You should tell me. I'm very curious. Your reputation now is as a right winger because you did the Trump rally and told the Puerto Rico joke, which is a great joke.
When I got there, I go, when am I going up in this thing? And they go, you're up first. Can you imagine?
Oh, you opened. You opened for the Trump rally.
I went up after the goddamn national anthem.
But did you do it because you're a supporter of Trump or just because it's an opportunity and a paycheck? Was it a paycheck?
No, it wasn't a paycheck. I did it literally to hopefully, get some, hopefully, if only 10,000, not to mention 100,000, maybe 200 if we're lucky, actual people to vote for him. Yeah.
Oh, so you did want people to vote for Trump?
Yes, without a doubt.
Okay.
I think he gets a weird rap in this world, man. And, know.
We're going to have to break off on that point. My thing, I talk to everybody.
Yeah.
And it's okay that we disagree on that. I just didn't really know until this moment I thought maybe you just were...
This podcast is I can't stand this fucking podcast. Bill Maher still has the mindset of like a college frat boy. It's like, don't mind me, bro. I'm just going to smoke some weed over here, but it's whatever. Yeah, I smoke weed. No big deal, bro. Huh. See, I'm just mixing my drink. It's whatevs. I'm just being a dude doing dude things, bro. Mixing my drink. I drink alcohol. Did I mention I have sex too, bro? I like sex. I'm never getting married. Being married is whack. Like, it's just, he oozes weird insecurities.
I just didn't really know until this moment I thought maybe you just were doing it for a gig and because you believe in free speech, but you're not really a Trumper. But,
So Bill Maher is trying to give him an out to like be a character that he would find more sympathetic, right? Like, Bill Maher looks at a guy who voted for Trump and doesn't really follow politics closely, but feels like the left is too censorious, and I think Trump supports free speech. I guess I support him tepidly, even though I don't agree with a lot of what he says. Bill Maher is okay with somebody like that. But if you're actually like a rah Trump guy, then he's like, ooh. Right? And so he tried to give him an out, and Tony did not take the out, and he was like, yeah, I love Trump, and I voted for Trump.
Realizing that Bill Maher isn't exactly vibing with his political worldview, and maybe even looking down on him for it, Tony Hinchcliffe suddenly goes into full-blown damage control mode. And in Tony's case, that means pulling out the wildest, most revisionist spin you could imagine. Because with a straight face, Tony tries to argue that he, Joe Rogan, and even Elon Musk are not far-right figures, which Bill Maher immediately shuts down.
And this is the thing, because I would argue that we're more center than left or right. I think you'd probably be shocked to know how at least from my perception, centrist we are. I've been watching you for my whole life, by the way. My mom always made sure we had HBO, even though I was raised poor. So I kind of get you, and it's crazy that I'm considered a right-winger.
I can't with these fucking people, bro. This is such hack shit. You literally opened a Trump rally and just said you wish you got like up to 200,000 people to vote for him because of what you said at the rally. On what earth can you do that and then turn around? Me, bro, I'm like a centrist. I'm not even right-wing, bro. He even mentioned Joe Rogan and Elon Musk. Elon Musk is literally illegally hacking into the treasury, stealing everybody's data, and cutting all of the government agencies that regulate him and his businesses. He's taken $38 billion from the government. He cut pediatric cancer research and Meals on Wheels. He cut the anti-scam police, the CFPB. What, like, not only is he right-wing, he's Like the most committed, crusading right-winger who's trying to destroy the regulatory state and the administrative state and every government agency that does anything good, like the Department of Education. Get rid of it. Illegally. Destroy it. Unconstitutionally. We're not right-wing. We're just, the world's richest man, robber baron, billionaire, criminal, who's illegally destroying government agencies, slashing them on a whim. He's not right-wing, bro. If that's not right-wing doesn't exist. Joe Rogan endorsed Donald Trump, gave him a hot stone massage on air. Of course you're right-wing. I can't, man. All right, I need to get this concept through to people. There is your nominal politics, so what you say your politics are, that's one thing. Then there's what I call your effective politics, which is how it manifests in the world. You could go out there and call yourself a centrist. Shit, you can call yourself a left-winger, an anarchist, a communist, whatever the fuck you want, socialist. You can say whatever you want. But at the end of the day, you do nothing but spew right-wing bullshit and get people to vote right-wing. You're a right-winger. Your effective politics are right-wing politics. I hate this fucking, me, bro? I'm just yeah, I support Adolf. Who doesn't support Adolf? But, like, I support him really, like, centristy. That's what I'm saying, bro.
That Rogan is, or that Elon is, and these people.
Anybody. I'm sorry, but anybody who is a Trumper, it's a different mindset that he'd have to be extremely different to me to get me over there.
Right.
And he knows that. I mean, a lot of this stuff is just way too insane and too far out.
So as you just saw here, Bill Maher did not let that nonsense go unchecked. And that's where the tone of the whole conversation changes. Because you see, Tony thought Maher was going to embrace him. He thought they were going to fist bump over hating cancel culture and ride off into the sunset as edgy truth tellers. But instead, Maher drew a line with Tony, basically saying, you can be a Trump guy, that's fine, but don't sit here and act like that isn't what you are.
Okay, but
being a Trumper isn't what you're calling a Trumper isn't that crazy.
Yes, it is. 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 The people who support Trump are either out and out fascists or they just like his vibes and overlook the fascism. Both of those things are not acceptable at this point in time. We're talking about a guy who killed an increase in overtime pay for millions of people. He killed the $15 minimum wage for federal contractors that Biden put in place. He opposed the PRO Act. He opposed a minimum wage increase. He destroyed the NLRB with anti-union assholes who are going to destroy working people in this country. Like I said, they destroyed the CFPB. He outsourced 200,000 jobs in his first term. He killed 115,000 factory jobs in his second term by freezing funding for the IRA, the Inflation Reduction Act. His tax bill raises taxes on the bottom 95% and cuts them for billionaires. Like, we can't fucking play this game anymore, bro. There is no more this. It's not that crazy, bro. The guy tried to steal the 2020 election. He tried to overturn. He did the fake elector slates. He was charged with 91 crimes. On what planet can... Bro, it's like not a big deal, bro. It's not that crazy to support the guy who, in his first term, 2.3 million people lost their health insurance. Yeah, it actually is. It actually is a really fucking big deal. It's a huge deal. And now we're at the point, everything is so clear, and every decision he's made in his second term is so bad that, yes, there's no more room for the, bro, I supported him and I voted for him, but I'm not like that, bro. No, yes, like that. 100% like that. Because all these people, too, like, what? Nothing was a red line for you. Even like 2 days before his inauguration, when he launched a scam crypto coin on his own supporters, that wasn't a red line for you? It wasn't a red line for you when he talked about we're going to steal Greenland, we're going to steal Panama, we're going to go to war with Iran, we're going to bomb the drug cartels in Mexico, regardless if the Mexican government agrees to it or not? None of these things, nothing was a red line. Nothing. How about rounding up innocent people, 90% of them innocent, sending them to a slave labor gulag in El Salvador without even a fucking hearing? That's not... If none of those things are a red line for you, then you're just a fascist. I don't know what to tell you. And you can't do this shit like, yeah, I'm a fascist, but like centrist-like. I'm a centristy fascist. Like, fuck you. Fuck you.
He did win the popular vote.
That doesn't mean it's not crazy. That does not. Those two things are not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
That's fine. Look, you've been talking to me for what, an hour and a half?
Yeah.
Do I seem like a guy who hates you because you voted?
No, and I'm the same way.
And I never will
That's
be.
why I think you're, believe it or not,
whatever
a
you're going to say,
centrist.
I am.
I think you're.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
I am. I'm
and
center
I think
left.
I am too, believe it or not.
I am. Well, I am.
Oh my God. This is what podcasts have become, y'all. The podcast era cannot die fast enough.
Center left, to me, a Trumper is far right. There are old school Republicans. They are hiding right now, but they do exist.